Ryan last week, we covered this a lot, with his feelings on the child who took free school lunch. And how Paul Ryan thinks that kid would rather have no lunch than have to go to school and be known as that poor kid who has to eat school lunch.
It's about dignity, bro.
Anyway, and I think this is the perfect response, and I'm sure all Republicans who worry about a child's feelings on being singled out as the poor kid who has to accept the free school lunch, I'm sure they'll all get behind this and rally behind this for the children. New York City public advocate Letitia James has announced a plan to give all students in the New York City public school system free lunches regardless of need.
What?
Oh, are we hearing from Mayor Bloomberg right now?
You're goddamn right you are. What's she doing? I don't want those little bastards having food. It's enough already. What am I going to not start needing to... I can't be just beside myself.
Give me a second, Mayor. Let me explain a little bit more.
Sorry.
Her office estimates that 250,000 students are eligible for the program but aren't participating, likely because of the bureaucracy of enrolling as well as the stigma associated with receiving free or reduced price lunches. That means there's 250,000 students out there who are either going to school without lunch or going to school with what probably isn't a full meal, probably whatever their parents could afford to put together for them on a daily basis. Making the meals available to all lifts the hurdles of stigma and paperwork. I've spoken to Bill de Blasio's administration regarding the need to explore resources that can pay for universal free lunch. Most significantly, we need to unlink school food to family income and make this program accessible to children citywide, says James. I agree.
Those funds better not come from taxing my couch change, I'll tell you that!
Actually, Mayor Bloomberg, your couch change is safe. Listen to this. It would cost the city $20 million to implement her plan, but the cost of the free lunches would be reimbursed by the federal government, thanks to the expansion of a program from the Department of Agriculture that gives all students free breakfast and free lunch regardless of income in high poverty areas. It originally targeted 11 states, but as of July, it will be expanded to 22,000 schools and reach 9 million children. Now, Mr. Bloomberg, wait for this if you're worried about your money.
I don't like where this is heading.
Wait for this. New York would not be the first major city to offer students of all income levels a free meal. Boston is serving free breakfast and lunch to all students this year to cut down on the parents' paperwork and to help those who have fallen just outside the income eligibility limits. Dallas, as well, is now doing the same and anticipates saving money from the change thanks to fewer costs associated with processing the paperwork. Chicago agrees and is also giving all students free lunches.
Where's Rom when you need him?
He's right there.
I cannot believe it.
Now, before
I was so happy last week when that slob Sam Cedar had to move to Brooklyn, and now you're telling me this? I'm fuming.
Now, libertarians, Bloomberg, Mayor, give me a second, Mr. Bloomberg. You're almighty. Libertarians, now before you go, where's my freedom to give my children an unhealthy meal that I can afford? Maybe I want to send them with the Big Mac #2 meal from McDonald's to school every day. Well, guess what? The schools aren't going to stop anyone who could afford to send their kids a school lunch for the day. They're just offering the school lunches to everybody. Rich kids can continue to bring their anchovies and whatever else
I feel
they
really
bring.
because
they could bring their truffles to lunch every day. The choice is there for all. And the poor children no longer have to feel the stigma of being the only ones to take this lunch because everyone will have this lunch. Now, Mayor Bloomberg, I'm sure it'll disappoint you because I'm sure your favorite part of elementary school was going over to the poor kids' table and going, "Would you guys like a bite of my sandwich? No, you can't have it.
You can't have it. It was like the Eddie Murphy ice cream routine, except with everything. You can't have any of my food. You starve, you slobs.
So I'd love
Look,
to hear.
if you want to eat, create a computer trade system on your computer. That way you can have all the food you want.
So I'd love to hear from you, Mayor Bloomberg. I'd love to hear from you, libertarians. I'd love to hear from you, Republicans, and Paul Ryan especially. I would love to hear from you.